beautiful beings of this beautiful, lovely, wonderful universe. Welcome to Now. In this video, I want to talk about why you must follow your bliss. You must do whatever you love to do. So when you wake up in the morning and you think, what am I supposed to do? Should I go ahead and go through the same usual pattern of thoughts that I go through every day? Or should I just do what I love, which is like being in the sun for me, which is like coming out in front of this lovely river and enjoying this view with this awesome coffee that I bought for myself. So, because too many times the society wants to put fear in you. They want to show you that you're not enough, you're not doing great just because they are purely jealous of your skills. Well, in that sense, let me tell this as a reminder for you that you're awesome. You're just perfect the way you are in this now moment. You need not worry about whatever you do. Like, for example, from my life story, because I'm a musician, I'm an expression artist. I do a lot of things. I'm an IT techie as well. And I also write. I talk a lot about these stuffs, about life things, about psychology on my YouTube channel. So I just wanted to say that, like yesterday, I was playing music, which I often do, which I put on my channel, my keyboard music, whatever that comes natural to me. And then when I went for the walk, these gang stalkers, they throw up all their dog poop on the way, and then they follow and they act like you don't know. And even now, I can see all these gang stalkers around because they just follow you. But here's the thing, the more they're after you, know that you've got a calling. You are the real king. You, my friends, are the real queen. And this is about it, because you must keep on doing what you're good at. You must keep on showing up for yourself. You just got to keep doing that, because what they truly want is to kill your fire. They want to take away your skills, which they do not have, which they feel so damn jealous about. They want you to shrink you into their petty little world, like how these soulless beings are. Let me tell you, not every person that you see on the planet walking around you, driving around you, is a real human. These are all these zombies. And a whole bunch of people that you look around you are soulless zombies. So you need not worry about them, because this is a spiritual warfare. And the spiritual warfare is between the light and the dark. So these demonic beings, they want to put a lot of fear into your mind. They want to make you look like you're not that smart, because take a look at us. We are so demonic and we have it all sorted. And it's all on purpose, because these demonic beings, who are very few on top of the big powers of the world, they want to control rest of the masses. And that's why they are ciphering on your energy, that you got to work for me. You got to do that 9 to 5, because guess what? I'm the one that's paying you. You've got to do the work for me and drain your energy just so that I could get more profit. And here's the thing, I was watching a video of David Icke. Check his workout, he's phenomenal. He's been talking about all of this demonic energies trying to take control over light for years, like for 30 years plus. And what I like about these beings are that they're not fearful. Though they did have to go through the consequences. It's not that you would not be put on test because you are on the side of light. Of course you would be tested. Of course they will take away things from you. Of course they will threaten you that aren't you scared of us? Like every single day whenever I go out, these gang stalkers come, and then they intentionally start sounding all of their false sirens through ambulance all the time. And then there are these buses that follow me that says 000 not in service. And plus all these eerie ghost like beings who do not have any soul, zombies, zombie people with their zombie children. I've seen demons in them, like real demons running through them. And though they would go around with their little kids, like, still they have taught their demons to them as well. Like Christ said, how would you know if about a tree is by the fruits that they bear? So the demonic people are surely going to have demonic children. And the world is like so, because if you are really woke, if you do see things for what it is, you would not want to further give rise to more chaos and bring children who would just stay as unsafe. But these demonic beings, they want to have a lot of people around them, and that's why they are all into socializing and being always in group, because they are so fearful that if I'm not with somebody else, who's going to protect me? Whereas you, the chosen, your light shines different. You have completely surrendered to God. And even though you had your doubts about God, like, you did not just fall into the God slap because you thought, oh, I'm a devotee. No. Like, I'll be honest with you, I do not know, because I've never seen God in real. But one thing that I do know for sure is that the more the demon side attacks you, the more these gangstalkers, these demonic ass zombies hover around you with their ugly demonic birds. Like, I'm being stalked by birds, humans. They're not even humans. I would like to call them zombies, because that's what they are. They're not humans. So what these people do is, they do that to break your soul so that you just lose interest in anything that you have to do. They want to show you that you're not worth it, and then they would intentionally make on falsely failing you in the test. Like, they have been failing me for no damn reason, just so that you do not get your driver's license. It's all on purpose, so that they drain your money, they drain your energy, and plus they constantly keep on telling you that you're not worth it. All of these criminal ass demons, they're going to have worse times on the planet. Why? Because it's all karma. You never ever get out of that without having to pay for what you have done. They want to break your soul by constantly lying in your ears that you're insane, that you're stupid. What you're talking doesn't make sense. Look at us. Ha 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 ha. We all are doing so great. Ha 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 ha. Look at us. All that fucking ass bullshit. Don't trust any of the lies. Do not trust any of their fucking lies, because that's what they are. Liars. The way they have planned out, like, I'll tell you my experience from daily gang stalking. I just go out for a walk, and there are all these demons cutting you off on every corner of the street. Not just the corner of the street, while you're walking. So there'll be people who would intentionally open their door and just, like, try to bump into you. Like, are you blind? Because they have all been paid by these Freemasons who have got billions and millions of dollars. And that's why they are hiring thousands and thousands of people just to go against you, to break your soul. These demons, and not only that, all the car number plates, yesterday I saw so many of them, had number 666 written on that. And they do that intentionally to show that, look, we are the demons, and we are the Freemasons, and we lost our soul to the devil so that we could go against you. This is not new. I've seen that so many times, and I'm like so used to that for a really long time. Just that I started talking about this as I got more aware, and I was just asleep. Like, before, I would not care. I used to think, okay, people are just going about their own business. But then you see this, how you're being tailgated in the traffic. Even on the most empty streets, there would be cars following you so close, like out of nowhere. Entire street would be empty, and they would just literally come straight in front of you to act like, okay, I'm giving you the way. This is very much like, first of all, they will treat you like shit, like garbage. These demons, Freemasons. That's why they have got a lot of money and power over people. That's what they think, like, we can play around with you like a puppet. Oh, you little puppet. Ha 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 ha. What are you, you little puppet? They want to play God with you until the real God comes in. Them and their demonic ass families and friends and their neighbors and the demons, they want to say, like, yeah, we are the ones, and you better listen to us. And being a human, you do feel the fear. It's not that you are not scared of the consequences. It's not that you're not scared of losing your life. It's not that you're not scared of pain, of suffering, of misery. Like, I'm just talking honestly, you do feel that, and you do feel scared. But then after a while you think, I don't want to give a fuck anymore. I don't want to listen to you and your bullshit, because the way they want you to keep, and even if you sold your soul like them and try to be like them and sound like them and change your hair color and started talking like them and eating like them, they're not going to ever accept you. They just want you to turn demonic. That's it. They just want you to be fucking ugly like them. You don't want to. And for that, they're going to tell you all sorts of lies. They're going to talk trash about you. They're going to act so mean, send out miserable, lying stuffs, ugly YouTube feeds on your shot, trying to make you look like you are just pathetic. You are just shit. Why are these people lying all the time? Because that's what they are. Demons sold their soul to the devil. That's why their car number plate is 6666. And they're so shameless about it. They claim it so openly. Like, yeah, I'm the demon. The other day I saw a man with his son, with his little child, and on his head he had given he made the child wear a cap with two horns on it, like clearly showing this is an evil demon child. And they do not want to feel ever any sort of a thing about it, like, oh, I'm my consciousness, and I don't want to be sounding so dark, I don't want to be demon. But they know that, well, to survive you've got to sell your soul, and that's all they did, that's all they learned. And you will see that these demons have got a lot of stuffs, lot of plenty of wealth, lot of stuffs money wise, and they would intentionally keep you hanging on the edge. World can be made much beautiful and awesome if the demons just learned and they just had some bit of heart. But maybe this is the game of yin yang, and you might think, well, everything was so perfect. That would be like the time of the gods, wherein gods would be ruling the planet. And guess what? So then that's how you would be thinking, yeah, why not? Like, there must be gods, and precisely it's the gods who make the wellness the major point for every all of the citizen and the people in the nation to be happy. But since this is a world of yin and yang, the demons play out their game, and they play out so well. They are on it all the time. Whereas you, a person of light, you, the devotee, and you might have your challenges. It's not that you don't challenge and you don't question God. You do question many times. You had a lot of tough times with God, probably trying to say, uh, God, why are you testing me so much? If you're there, why don't you just show up and show them that this is what you get when you mess with the people of light? You do have your questions. I do have my question. I don't say I'm like all the time loving God. I have so many times when I get angry with the God, and I don't look at him. But then I think there is this demonic energy which is trying to force me not to pray, not to act. So then I force myself. Even when I don't feel like chanting, I still chant Radha, 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 Radha. I still chant uh, 18 rounds of it, even though I don't feel like it. And sometimes I do feel like it because I'm overwhelmed by the love. And that love might come from pain, through the suffering, through the society trying to crush my ego in all these ways that I just feel crushed. And sometimes me thinking, am I also a demon? Do I also have these demonic traits in me? And then sometimes having a lot of failure to get myself up out of it. Like, if I realize that The thing that I'm seeing in the world, the evil that I see in the world, if that is all inside of me, and if I have to do all that work to lift myself up from through my own feet, it's a lot of work, and I don't know how to do that. And I just don't know. So I feel very unhappy with myself. Like, I know I should wake up at 4. I know I should do gym and swimming and do this and that and then clean the house and do all of that. But that all needs energy. And you live in a world where the society tries to just stifle and feed off your energy. That's what these demons are doing. The people on top in power, how are they running the world? By feeding off others' people energy, by keeping them in fear and making them dance like the puppets, like I control you. So you better be fearful of me and I'll give you money, which would not be enough most of the time. And sometimes it will be enough. And how do you know what is enough and what is not enough? Because your whole life you have been told this is how you need to live. This is how much you need. And they're always going to tell you it's not enough, that is not enough, this is not enough. So how do you know? And then you might question, if I just challenge it all and if I'm totally on my own, how far can I go? Because the way the world is, we also want a social interaction with the people. That's why I make these videos, because I have nobody else to talk to. I just talk to my family members, and they too are very busy most of the times. So I think me being a human, being born on the planet, and I'm supposed to have my responsibility, I just do that. So I speak because I've got to speak, right? Because I want to express my experiences. I want to just express and talk about the way I view the life, because I don't just want to be doing this 9 to 5 and just updating the tables and doing this and making this data strategy and giving that presentation to the people and say, wow, this is what worked, and guess what, we made this 2 billion turnover, ha 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 ha, awesome, clap clap clap, let's do the party now. And there's this next release party which is about companies spending a lot of money on champagne and olives and cheese and whatever is that, tea party, English tea party. And you do that, and you just don't feel fulfilled. You don't feel fulfilled no matter what you do. You smile and you talk. No, that just can't be it. Simple. And the other side of it is, if you truly have to do something on your own that you say I love that, then that means you need to have a lot of courage, because it's so difficult for you, because you have all your life worked a 9 to 5, and now doing something on your own needs a lot of courage to believe, to go into the unseen that says I don't know. And I see a lot of youngsters are doing that, a lot of 17-18-year-olds are doing that. That's because maybe they have not been tested like how life tests you. That's because probably they are not being gangstalked 24/7 and their energy being siphoned and stolen by demons, because they themselves are the children of demon. So they would get all the access of the resources, but not for you. Now, I'm not trying to say that have a victim mindset, but I'm trying to present the fact as it is, because this is the fucking fact. And I don't want to run away from that. I would rather say a situation is as it is, and from there on, I would make my next move. Probably that seems right to me. So all these ugly ass demons, they just come and start stealing on your energy straight from 2 o'clock in the night. So I'd be just sleeping on the bed, and I turn my head outside from the window and I see these. I clearly feel as if these people do black magic even on the trees, on the plants outside. So there's no movement. They just stand still like ghosts. And then they're all demonic birds that they send out, screeching day and night, screaming. And wherever you go, these birds will cut you off, and they just hover right over your head 24/7. Even when I'm in the house, I see these birds, they will just be hovering around the roof of my house. Now you might say, well, if this is the case, why don't you just leave? Why don't you just shift? Now I understand that and I do want to. It's not that I don't know that I should leave this place, but then the moment you start checking out, and then the moment you make a plan, yeah, maybe I should go and find that, and then next day you suddenly start feeling your energies being dropped, or you would be having your upset stomach because something they mixed in the food, and this is being done, okay? This is not, I'm not just making it up, this is all being done. If you're being gangster, they're poisoning your food, they're poisoning your environment, they're poisoning the air that you breathe, they're trying in all sorts of ways to kill you. And probably they don't care about your life, they don't, nobody cares about you, you see, nobody cares about you. You are going to take care of yourself. And it's, though it just sounds miserable, but it's all about you taking your responsibility, all of that, not in bits and parts, but all of that. And you might say, so what's so different? It's the same for me, nobody does anything for me, I'm self-driven, I've got to do this and that. So if such is the case, then don't look for somebody else out there who's going to help you, just help yourself. Just help yourself. Because the other person who you are trying to seek help from is himself or herself in some or the other ditch of life. All of us are doing our own karmas, you see. All of us are stuck in this ditch. And no matter how much money you have, no matter how much power you have, we all feel stuck at some point or the other. We all feel that. This is my second cup of coffee. And I heard to a beautiful song very recently of Bob Dylan. And I never used to appreciate Bob Dylan so much. But now that I found that beautiful song of his, I want to sing that. One more cup of coffee for the road. One more cup of coffee before I go down the valley below. So that is nice. Sometimes I think, like, who am I? Who truly is my original self? And I don't know. Because if I'm devoid of society and I do not see people who give me a feedback, I speak in a different way. I live in a different way. Not unconscious, but I should say these gang stalkers, these Freemasons, these demonic beings, these all of these demons, they definitely keep me so much alive. They give me the energy, so I shouldn't say that only they feed on my energy, but I feed on their energy too. So it's not that only they are the energy vampires, but probably I am an energy vampire too, in a way that I take on their negativity and alchemize it. I'm an alchemist, so I turn it around into positivity. I take it for getting the energy for the action that I need to be doing. And in this case, for me, it felt like I just want to express myself. I just want to tell my story. And I've been thinking about this since yesterday. But something happened and I just couldn't do that. So I felt maybe being in the sun gives me energy. Being in the sun is so healing. Truly, sun is your real doctor. Don't go to the doctor. Just be out in the sun. And the reason you're falling sick, because the society wants you to fall sick, and then they would sell you a medicine because they invented a disease so that people are constantly in hate with each other. And that's why they have these gang stalkers who because they just want a divided society. They want a society wherein there's a victim and there's an oppressor. There's an oppressor and oppressed. All these demonic ass people, that's all they want. They want a divided society. Because a conscious society wherein people think for themselves, they would want love, they would want connection, they would want community. But that's not how it is. They're going to sideline you, outcast you, make you die in your own island. So don't give a fuck about these demonic rules. Be yourself and have the courage. And I'll tell you this, if you keep on waiting on the courage that God, please give me the courage, probably God is going to send you the opposition. So if you ask for courage, God will give you a lot of tough circumstances where you are forced to just be yourself, where you are forced to turn inside for the courage. Because the more you keep begging to the world that please give me this and give me that like a beggar, more they're going to see you as somebody too weak, and nobody wants to help anybody who's weak. People give opportunity to whom? They give opportunity to those who they think that, well, you've got it. Yeah, like I know I can do whatever I want because I've got my intelligence. I use my courage. I use everything that I have in me, and because I'm gifted, because I'm divinely gifted, I have the goddess inside of me. I honor that, and I worship her, and uh, and that's how you roll. That's how you keep rolling in life. It's not that your life is such a cakewalk, but it's the other way. And you might think that the people who so called look like, oh yeah, we have it all and we've got a nice sort of family. If you truly look at that, all these drained zombies, they're together not out of love, they're together out of neediness, out of codependency. Like I do this to you and you do that to me. Franz Kafka wrote an awesome book, The Centipede or something like that, wherein he tells that like how the society uses you, your own family, your own friends, your own colleagues, your own people, so to speak. Everybody is going to like you only as long as you are serving them. The moment they see that the resources are not met, their expectation of you is not met, they're going to treat you like a worm. So Franz Kafka talks about this, wherein he was a human initially and then he turned to an insect because he was not usable anymore by his family, and how nobody cared about him. So understand this, that in order to have relationship with people, you must be in a situation of give and take. Be it your own blood family, be it your own society, be it your own boss or colleagues that you're working with. As long as there's a give and take. But when you stop giving, you will realize how you are suddenly shrunk down like a mosquito, and nobody cares about you. They will not give you nothing. And society, on the other hand, is going to show you like these gang stalkers. They will intentionally show all the ugly people, all the old, dying, poor, homeless, beggar-like people, ugly ones. They would constantly keep on sending out these type of people in front of you to scare you that look, this is what you get: non-acceptance and ugliness, and all they're going to scream ugly all the time. And no matter how awesome, intelligent, sharp, beautiful, divine, blooming, intellectual that you are, these dumbasses are constantly going to bring you down. And then say that, oh yeah, I don't like you. Because they never ever want to be looking at the root cause why you're saying all this. They don't want to look at the root cause of how they are doing injustice to you. They just want you to suffer in silence and probably die in silence. And here you are questioning. Sure, you might live in silence, you might suffer in silence, you might die in silence, but why? Like why? Who gave them the freedom to oppress rest of the people who are nice, quiet, beautiful and innocent? And why did you take up on that role in the first place? Nah, we are not doing that. We are not doing that. It's time that you live for yourself. It's time that you start to make rules your own very way. Because people are just people, right? People are just peopling. People are just going to keep on telling you that you've got to do this because their agendas are met, never yours. Nobody cares about you. So stop giving a fuck about people pleasing and stop giving a fuck about how I should be portraying myself. Because even if you did, you would realize that that was never appreciated, that was never ever given any value, any worth. So why be a dog for no reason, right? That's why people have dogs, because they want some sort of an approval and validation which they don't get. So they all just have pets, not out of love, because they can control them. That's all control mechanisms of the people. All of the great philosophers, scientists, artists, musicians, they've always been hated in the times that they lived. So I'm the same. I pretty much face the same. And that's why I rather choose to tell the truth. I rather choose to say what I need to say. It's not because I want attention, but surely, being a human, I do want to say what I need to say. And if it could vibe with somebody out there who's at my vibrational frequency, who's truthful, truth is the frequency. You see what I'm saying? It's only truth that is the frequency, not these lies. Not these lies of the society that's going to just take away your soul. They're going to hate you for you being living beautifully just out of truth. They want you confused. Like yesterday, I was just taking an evening walk, and there comes all these bunch of gang stalkers in their cars. 15, 20, 40, 50 cars all together, okay? And they're all just hovering around me as I stand at the corner of the street. They've got no reason to do nothing, no reason. And all of their number plates just trying to feed negativity into your subconscious. One says fog. And I've had this so many times. Like, they would intentionally send out these cars with messages so that you stay confused, so that you do not come to the clarity. And here's the thing, the more you pray from the God for clarity in your life, so that He tells you, what is it that is truly right for me, God? Please guide me. The demons don't want clarity out of you, do they? They want you down. They want you confused. And that's why they would send out these messages like fog. And then they would send out all these. They are already aware of which place you would go to, which turn you would take, because they use predictive AI to understand you. And here's the thing, you're not trying to not make yourself understandable to them. You're not trying to defend yourself. Now that's what gets the system so mad at you, because you're not trying to defend yourself. How? And this is why the society and these Freemasons and these dark demonic energies, they're so scared of. They're scared of somebody who's not afraid. And they might look like you don't matter. Your existence is equal to zero. You are nothing, and that's why they send out so many cars with number plate written zero. Or wherever I turn my head, it's written zero. Big buses that would come your way, that would all the time just follow you, stating 000, not in service. What are these? You're not a fool. You understand too much. You understand the message that they're trying to send your way, which is that you are nothing. You don't matter. And I'm not saying I'm right all the time. Probably sometimes the society is right and they give me a mirror. They tell me, you've got to work on this. And if I find that as the feedback, I take it home and I do the work. Because I'm not a fool. I'm not keeping my head in cloud nine, stating I know it all. But I sure know the mess that is going around. And I like to talk about that. Because like Jesus Christ said, whatever is the games and tricks and the black magic and the demonic forces that works in the darkness, in the silence, in the hidden form, everything that is hidden shall come to the surface. And this is the Aquarian age. And guess what? We're not lying, hiding anymore. We're about exposing the liars. We're about being the truth, being the voice of the truth. You just say what you see. None of the stuff I talk on my channel I make up. Every single thing is 24 karat gold. Truth is much more precious than diamonds, and and all the wealth of the world. You know why? Because if you are given all that power, fame, and wealth of the world at the cost of you never knowing what the truth is, you're going to die of thirst still amidst all of that castle of diamond that you built for yourself. Amidst wearing that gold diamond crown on your head, you're always going to feel that way. So only truth shall set you free, not the lies, not the gang stalkers, not the demonic ass energies. You know what I'm saying? Only the truth shall set you free. And the truth is not easy. Nobody could digest that. That's why people don't like you. That's why they come together and lie about you. Because they know that what you're talking, every single word that you say is 24 karat gold for real. And basically, you're just done playing small. You're just done playing stupid, right? Because that's what they're trying to show you on the face. Like, you're fucking stupid. You dumbass shit. Stop listening to their lies. All that they want is if they can just contain you by fear, then that saves them a lot of time and energy. Of course, they're spending a lot of money through these hiring of gang stalkers. They are spending millions of dollars. I'll let this helicopter pass. And even all of these things that just follow you so that they could say that you're being seen, or people talking exactly what you were thinking about last night, or people copying you even about how you look, just to show you that I'm watching you. So don't be afraid. Everybody is being watched. It's not only you that says, I'm being watched. Everybody is being watched. And to think that demons are not going to die, that's too false. Demons would die too, just like you and me. So it's not that only Christ died. Christ died, but also the evil ass demonic king who ordered for the persecution of Christ, that Jews, they also died. So it's just about choosing your side. Are you on the light side or you're on the dark? Are you going to stick on the demonic side? Because you are thinking, I want some pleasure in life, so that money, that is going to give me a lot of pleasure. So if I could travel the world and if I could just do whatever I want, if I could go on the moon and experience all of this, then I'll do that. But here's the thing. You may or may not have that by being with the devil, by turning demonic. Because, see, being demonic is so easy. Everybody can just be demonic if the demon promises you this and that. But here's the thing. Because the demon doesn't have any standard, demon kings are not going to give you any sort of a guarantee that I'm here to take care of you. And then you might think, but what about God? Is God giving me the promise? Does God promise me all of that? Because then I don't see. So you cannot basically be sure about either the demon or the God, because both of these parties play very, very strangely. Sometimes God acts in ways which you just don't understand. Sometimes demon acts in ways you don't understand, because if the demon was all about evil, then they might have gotten rid of you and they might have killed you long time back. But here you are, still alive and kicking. So you don't understand the demon very honestly too. And I'm just going to say very honestly about this. And you also don't understand the God. Basically, you don't understand anything. And the more you try to understand, more confused you get. This whole life is a mystery, you see. Everything that you go through in your day-to-day experience is such a mystery. You don't understand what is all of this happening. So you don't know the demon and you also don't know the God. You don't know yourself and you also don't know others. But all you do know is that you are working like a machine. When somebody said something nasty or they laughed at you or they said you're ugly or you're stupid or you're old, All you saw that you got triggered, right? All you saw that you just got mad because, of course, you don't like it when they send out disgusting messages to you, when they talk lies about you on your face, taking your name. You don't like that. But then the deeper question is when the same demon sends out a message, like I was walking on the street yesterday, and first they send out all these disgusting messages like throwing shit on the way, whichever turn I'm going, dog poop. And then the next street I turn to is all flowers, beautiful flowers. They know intentionally that you would turn to that street because that has got a lot of beautiful flowers in it. And then comes a haunted house. Definitely looks like haunted. And there's nobody there. And the house is nicely decorated, but still it's beautiful, but it's a sort of hauntingly beautiful. It's not like a beauty, happy vibing house. It's a scary type of a house. And the garden is not properly done, but it's got a lot of flowers in it, so you just get curious what is going on. And then life is such a mystery, and you just look at that house, that mysterious house, and then you turn your head around the corner and you see there's another house which is so mysterious, and every single thing in this world is such a mystery, you don't understand. And then on the pavement is written, have a lovely day, and that message, it's exactly meant for you. They are doing all of this for you because they are just watching you all the time, 24/7. So you don't know what's going on, and you don't know where all of this leads to. You might look at other people's experience, that okay, what did other gang stalker victims, what happened to them? Is all of this just a game so that you stay confused and you don't do what you have to do? But then the question is, why won't you do what you want to do? And why are you waiting on gang stalkers to tell you what you can and what you can't do? If you are so sure that this is what I want to do, then just go ahead and do it. What is stopping you? So I do not also buy in 100% to this, to the other gang stalker experiences when they say I was not allowed. Because if you truly knew what you have to do, and you do feel the challenge, right? It's like you're trying to go ahead and something just pulls you off in the other direction. There's a lot of gravity. You feel the force of gravity, right? Or is it that your will is not there? You do not have that free will. Whatever. Sometimes I think I don't enjoy the show that these gang stalkers put up. Like every single day you move out and there's this show that these gang stalkers put up in front of you, and probably I don't enjoy that. So I come to this river wherein, don't show me anything. I don't want to see what you're showing me. It's ugly, it's stupid. I don't want to see that. Probably what we all humans crave is a real sort of communication. And truly, you don't know who's it there who truly gets you. It might be somebody on the internet who lives in other side of the world, and you are never going to know them or see them, but they so deeply connect with you. Like for example, I listen to a lot of speakers like Muji, like Shunyamurti, like Sadhguru, like Jiddu Krishnamurti, like Alan Watts, like Franz Kafka, like Nietzsche, and a lot of these people have died, but like Osho, all of these people have died, but I know that I feel I'm at their feet out of thankfulness, out of gratitude. Why? Because they just talked of truth. They just gave that truth. That's all that matters, truth. But here's the thing, you might say you want truth without paying the price for the lies. That's not happening. You come to truth through the opposition, through the violence of lies, because you're not going to come to truth unless and until lies has not destroyed you. You might keep on saying, I love my mother, I love my father, I love my things. No, you love them because they did stuffs for you. I love my parents because they gave me a very good life. If they would have kept me in destitute, in poverty, in things which I wanted, and they could never give me good education, good fooding, good growing up lifestyle, I wouldn't have liked them. And I'm being honest about that. I like them because they did over and beyond what they could. They gave me very good education. They made me a computer software engineer. If they would have also kept me like without education, without being able to survive, I would not have liked them. I would have no respect for them. So here I'm also calling myself selfish. And so is everyone. You say that I like you because you must have some sort of a benefit. And that's the reason why you were born, you were bred in the first place. If you were not needed, your birth is out of desire. Your birth is out of desire of your parents, because they thought that a new child would make their life happy. So you owe a lot of responsibility to your parents. And you must be thankful for everything that they have done for you. Because the more you grow up and you see the wild world outside that owes you nothing, that tests you every single day, that asks you, who are you? So, despite having differences of thoughts with your parents, you must be very thankful to your parents because they have done a lot of sacrifice for you. They have kept their youth. My father was only 21 when I was born, and my mother was only 15 years old. And they married at such a young age. And so, whenever I have conflict of opinion with my parents, I think I shouldn't be questioning them because they have made a whole lot of sacrifice from such a young age, wherein I have just taken things very much easily. I've been given things very much easily, but that was not the case for them. They did a lot of sacrifice at a very young age of 21. So so it's a lot of things that I need to look within, and I have to also ask myself, why do I expect? And I feel I'm also like a machine that just wants from things, but when I have to give something, it's so difficult for me to create. It's like an opposite gravity force that just tries to pull you back. Like, no, you know very well you've got to get up and do all of these things. You know very well that you can be alive without food, water, and sleep. But no, there I find myself enjoying these things. Because I think if I don't even enjoy my food, if I don't even enjoy my drink, if I don't even enjoy the sleep, what have I left with? What am I left with? Would a 12-day package to another country uplift my spirit? Maybe. Maybe I can try. But then the other side of it is, if I go and meet my family, wouldn't that keep me happy? Wouldn't their joy keep me happy? Because these people, my family, my parents, my sisters, they are so much full of love and joy. But here's the thing, the more you love these people, the more your expectation grows out of them. And this is strange. And because you love them, you also hate them when they do not understand you, when they do not meet your expectation. So this is a strange world. You tend to love your own people, and then you also tend to hate them. And then you go out in the external world to meet these strangers who just push your buttons, who want you to not exist, who want you to die, who just don't want you to succeed. And when you face all of this opposition, and then you think, what am I doing? Because a lot of these people who do not have soul, these zombies, they just want you like them. They want you broken, failed, stupid, and dumb, just like them. And you don't want to do that. That's not who you are. You are a light being. You are the sun. You are the rising, shining sun, like so. So like that beautiful song of who's that? Soundgarden. Show me how to live. Show me how to live. Who's going to tell you that? But this song comes from such the deep depth of the truth of who you are. Nobody truly knows. People live, they're born, they are young, they get grow to adult age, they go old, they die, and nobody ever knew how to live. It's as if you are not planning your living. Life is just happening through you. Life just happens through you. There's no meaning to it. You can either enjoy it, and enjoyment is not just going to come for free. There's a lot of suffering. Like Nisargadatta Maharaj talks about this. Your enjoyment is between the two thoughts, and your life moves between desire and fear. Every person on the planet, everybody, no matter they own the world, they're president, everybody's life is constantly between these two things of desire and fear. Either you're in a fear of the opposition of enemies trying to destroy you, or you go into a greed state. I want to enjoy that. I want to experience that. I want to achieve that. Maybe having that is going to give me a lot of happiness. But there you find yourself, no. It was so short lived, and the moment you have it, your desire suddenly moves on to the next, because there's a state of expansion of consciousness in you that just wants to expand, that just wants to experience. That would never settle you for what you have right now. You're never going to feel satisfied, no matter what you eat, what you have, whatever thing you do. You're never ever going to feel truly home. And this is haunting. This is scary. Can you sit with it? Can I sit with it? Like, I have a lot of time and I have no responsibility. So I just take my life as it comes. I have a job, then I work. Knowing pretty well that your 9 to 5 is not all of you that it takes. You know the sort of the work that is. There's a little bit of work that you do, and then rest of the day you have for free. So you go out on your bike and enjoy this sun, this river, enjoy your coffee, and then go back and face the dark side of dark side of life. Of problem that life throws at you, of the challenges, and you know sometimes how to fix it and sometimes you don't, and then you sit with this misery of I don't know. And sometimes this whole healing process is so much devastating. It's so much energy draining. You feel that your emotions are just on a roll. You feel like crying, and tears just keep falling from your eyes, as if your heart is just ripped open. Because you not only feel your pain, but you also feel the pain of the people around you. Because you are an empath, you feel the pain of everyone around. You feel the suffering that everybody is going through, and that's their suffering that leads to so much misery, that leads to so much of hate in the world, all for the unfulfillment of their desires because of pain. And you feel the pain bodies of literally everyone around you. It's so draining. You feel the pain of you feel the pain of your father, you feel the pain of your mother, you feel the pain of the ancestors, you feel the pain of your neighbor, you feel the pain of the society. You feel the whole world is created out of that, because pain is the child of pleasure. And it's so heavy to be able to feel all of that. And you see the rest of these zombies, the rest of the people, the sleeping masses, they don't care, because they don't feel, because they don't have soul, and all they know is to take from you. Not take from you, steal from you. They're just the stealers. They are the thieves, complete thieves. It's a corporation called as a thievery corporation. And every time you project your will, this is what I want to do, then on the way you meet all of these obstacles that you must overcome. And though you're aware that you must overcome the obstacles so that you can make your soul shine, but you see that it's always the pain that drives you. And strangely, the pain makes you strong. It's very strange. Something that have broken you, on the other hand, makes you strong. Like for me, yesterday I was trying to do the pull up on my bar at the door, and it just fell because it just broke. And as I fell with it, I felt like a mango from the tree. And I felt the pain for a few seconds, probably 2 seconds. And then after, I just got up and got about doing the rest of the things. And strangely enough, from that pain, I got a lot of energy to do rest of the stuffs. Which other days when I'm not in pain, I do not push myself. And this is very true. The days you are tested more, that day you get a lot of energy. So, as they say, the cure of the pain is in the pain. So do not run away from that fear. Do not run away from that pain. Just go into it. Go into the night to see clearly what is the night, and then you will see that the sun is starting to shine at 4:30. And I thought last night that I would not sleep. I would stay awake whole night so that I can wake up the next day. Sorry, not wake up. I will just walk, take an early morning walk at 5 o'clock. But I didn't do that. I woke up at 7:30 because in the neighbor's house the construction workers came and they started hitting. So that was good for me in a way, so that I could wake up and just wake up. Else I sleep a lot, and I don't want to sleep. I don't feel sleepy. I just sleep because probably I'm scared of facing the questions of my own self. And I don't want to sleep. I don't want to eat. I don't want to drink. I just eat and drink and sleep because I'm trying to avoid something, and I don't want to avoid. So I would rather tell my truth without any intention. I don't do this, any of this out of any sort of intention. I'm not interested in, you know, telling this is what I expect from you, the audience. I'm about telling my thing. If somebody resonates, good. If it gets some views, good. If it doesn't, that's fine. At least I'll spoke what I had to speak. Then you might say, why are you recording it? You might just tell it in the air. I tell it so I have a. So if I ever want to take a look at it, or even if I'm not there, somebody else wants to take a look at it, if YouTube cares to keep it and they don't delete my video, somebody would just watch it. And if they don't, they don't. Millions of people have lived before you, they have lived and died, and nobody cares. So just do what you have to do, say what you need to say. You're unique, and even if nobody cares, to you, you must love yourself. You must love yourself. That's my message. Just love yourself. Do the thing that makes you happy. Like for me, this blue nail paint, this orange color design that I put with nail paint on my hands, this cute accessory makes me happy. So I do that. Despite the world telling you that you are stupid and you are dumb, because they know that you are sharp and you are awesome, you are one of a kind, you are a unicorn. You are a true, real unicorn. So just be yourself and enjoy. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love. Bye for now.